Hello and welcome back to the Wolf Den. I'm your host, Loza Wolf, and today we're going to be continuing our dive into Spire Horizon Online. Now, if you missed out on the prior video, I did showcase the first couple of bosses you'll encounter on the first island as you begin your adventure in Spire Horizon Online. So if you missed out on that video, I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out prior to watching this one. All right, on this video, I'm going to be showing you the next 4 bosses you'll expect when you get to the second island. All right, now if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Every day I go through and I look for something new to showcase for you, the viewer, whether it be Spire Horizon related, or also it could be a demo that I find interesting that hopefully you might find interesting as well. All right, hopefully that saves you some time to where maybe you like the video and you might want to try out the demo for yourself, or potentially even buy a game outright. Now, speaking of buying a game outright, if you are interested in playing Spire Horizon Online, I do still have some game keys available. Thank you to the developer for providing those for us. If you are interested in getting one of those game keys, all you have to do is leave a comment below, and I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can. All right, I look forward to seeing a bunch of you in the game. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Like I said, I am going to be showing you the next 4 bosses. There are 4 bosses on the second island. All right, the first one that I'm going to showcase is the Skull Drake, and I'm also going to be showing you a way to potentially save some money early on for potions. All right, and I'm going to show you how to do that with this class. All right, the class that I selected for this particular boss is the Musketeer. And what's nice about the Musketeer is that he has actually 2 stuns, which can help you kind of mitigate some of the damage that you might be taking. All right, and then besides the little bit of damage you might be taking from his auto attacks, as long as you dodge his area attack, you should do this fairly easily, I guess I could say. It'll be less strenuous on you if you have a class that is able to stun or find a way to mitigate some of the damage. Now, something you may not know is that all the classes actually have a block mechanic, and it goes off of your stamina. So if you have a good enough stamina, you can actually block some of the attacks. And I'll just show you real quick. We'll just let him do his AoE. We'll get out of the way. All right, and I'll let him auto attack for a second so you can kind of see how the block mechanic works. All right, and it's just your right clicks. All right, so he's basic attacking me for 51. All right, I'm going to block. All right, it only takes 18 damage now, and you'll see my stamina slowly getting knocked down. But you can mitigate some of the damage off of that. Now, after you block for so long, he will be able to kind of break your block. All right, and that's where you saw that 120 damage come up. All right, so let's go ahead and knock this Skull Dragon down, or Skull Drake. All right, and you've already seen what his AoE skill looks like. All right, there's a skill indicator on the ground for his AoE. All right, and that's his flamethrower. All right, so besides that, we can go ahead and start demolishing his health. All right, so this is just my basic attack of the Musketeer. All right, our E, actually, let's start in order. So our Q is just a double attack, so we'll get to do 2 consecutive quick attacks. All right, there we are. A little bit higher damage. Our E is actually one of our first stuns. All right, so we can actually stun him, and you'll see the little stun animation like in the middle of his body with the little stars that are circling around. But we also have R, which is also a second stun. And what I mean by being able to mitigate some damage is if you chain this correctly, all right, you can kind of go back and forth between the 2 stuns, and then he won't hit you as much. All right, that'll save you some time, save you some pots, and so forth and so on. All right, then you can throw in your ultimate, what I call your ultimate. It's the skill that's on your T, periodically whenever you have him stunned. All right, so I don't need to stun him right now because he's just doing his AoE skill. When he comes off of that, I'll throw my E out. That'll stun him for a second, and then I'll throw in that R to do another stun. All right, chaining those 2 together, all right, we can go back to E again, stun him again, and we're taking even less damage. All right, just keep going back and forth between the stuns, and then eventually, or not eventually, but we will notice that we're not doing or not taking as much damage. All right, so this is why one of my earlier favorite classes was the Musketeer, is because I could mitigate some of that damage. I didn't have to spend so much on potions, which I know some of you are just starting out and you realize that potions cost a lot in this game, and it's hard to like manage getting all those potions, training, and then going to buy more potions. It feels like you're never getting ahead. But I will tell you that just stick with it. When you get to the later levels, money is not going to be hard to get. All right, and I'll show you just in a little bit of time that I've been playing this game. I've amassed a decent amount of gold, which I use for either potions or combining stuff. There is also a blacksmithing fee whenever you're trying to make new gear, and so forth and so on. And what you've noticed so far as I'm talking is I'm just chaining back and forth E and R. All right, and it's kind of helping me not have to use a potion at all for this fight. All right, I haven't used a single potion. I've only lost 28% of my health. All right, which you'll see. I mean, that's pretty good for a level 40 boss. Now, for granted, I am level 69, so I have 29 levels over this boss. But even if you were around level 40, I think this would help mitigate some of the damage and also help you save some money in the long run. All right, as far as like purchasing your potions. All right, now, why is this boss important? Well, it's part of one of your skill tree or one of your one of your quests that you have to complete. And also, you'll need that fodder material from the dragon to make some of your, I believe it's an accessory. And then also you have a potential chance if you keep knocking down these fights and or not fights, these bosses, you have a chance to get their ultra rare card, which you could either sell on the market and maybe a player might buy it, or you could also just use it because I believe it's a damage ultimate or not ultimate ultra rare card, all right, which would help potentially boost up your damage until you get to later where you'll kind of recycle it for a better card. All right, our second boss that we're going to be fighting is the Hydrosaurus. All right, now what I'm going to be doing for this one is I'm going to go switch classes. This way you can kind of get an overview of at least 4 classes during this video. All right, so I showed you how you can utilize that Musketeer class. All right, and for those of you that don't know where the class master is on the second island, all right, she is right here. Okay, she's by this tree out in the open. All right, so there she is. Let's talk to her. Let's change classes, and let's see what other class should I showcase for this video. All right, so these are the newer classes. It just came out with this last release. So these 4 are all new. So I could showcase one of these so you can kind of see what to expect when you get to the later levels. Let's do the Magic Knight. All right, so I'll switch to the Magic Knight and let's kind of showcase him for the Hydrosaurus. Let's fly back to the Hydrosaurus. And if you're wondering where the Hydrosaurus is, he is right over here. All right, so you'll notice that, all right, there is the dragon. Where is it? All right, there's the Skull Drake that we just fought. Hydrosaurus is right next to him. All right, I'll show you on the map. And also at the end of this video, I'll also pop up my infographic that has all the locations of the bosses on this map. Okay, so at the end of the video, if you want to skip to that part, if you just need the map, I'll have it at the end of the video. It's also posted on the Discord, so this would be a good time to kind of plug that in. Make sure you join the Discord. All right, shoot me a message on Discord, say, hey, I watched your video, anything like that. I definitely appreciate any of those comments. It helps me know that, hey, it's helpful for you to see this video. All right, so what's cool about this class? All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the skills. Magic Knight. All right, so he's got a dot that he'll be able to put on this Hydrosaurus, and it's a burn. All right, so he'll take periodic damage over time. All right, and that comes from Fiery Impact, and I think your ultimate. I'm gonna call it my ultimate. All right, it's on your T skill. All right, so let's go back. All right, so normal attack. The Magic Knight swings their sword imbued with arcane energy, dealing both physical and magic damage, 100%, 120% damage. All right, so that's a little boost to our normal damage. Unleashes a wide blast of fire in front, dealing 160% damage and setting enemies ablaze. So that's another one that burns our enemies. Cool. Fiery Impact. All right, slams magical power into the ground, dealing 180% damage in a wide area, inflicting burn and stunning enemies for 1 second. So this stun, I love stuns. All right, I love being able to combo stuns. And then we also have this one. All right, so we have actually 2 stuns on this one as well. So this would be a good one to kind of mitigate some damage as well. All right, so thrust a fiery sword forward, dealing 350% attack damage. Okay. Inflicting burn. Okay. And then also stunning enemies for 3 seconds. All right. So we got a total of 4 seconds that we can actually use or utilize in between these two. Now, the cooldown is relatively high for these two skills, which you can kind of lower it slightly with your, what is that stat? Skill. I have to look at it real quick. All right. So those two work pretty good. Let me just go look at that really quick. All right, so your skill recovery, there it is. Skill recovery is going to reduce that cooldown. All right, mine's up to 36%, so I'll only spend, I'll get a 36% cooldown reduction on that one. Okay, so let's go back to our skills. Our last skill is Inferno Slash. I'm gonna call this my ultimate. All right, delivers 4 powerful fiery slashes forward, dealing a total of 800% damage and inflicting burn. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and fight this boss. I'll let him attack for a little bit so you can kind of see what he does. All right, and again, remember, your right click is a block. All right, he's only doing 23 damage. It has a different sound to it as well. All right, now this one, he should be able to break it right here. No, he hasn't broken it yet. Cool. There he goes. He breaks it. I do take 153 damage. Now, if you are fast enough, I guess what you could do is you could chain block, attack, and so forth and so on. I don't know that it would be the best strategy because you're actually losing out on a lot of DPS that you could be pushing out. As far as like big skills on this boss, I don't know that it has an indicator that he's using any skills. So you're basically just worried about his auto attacks. All right, we'll keep an eye out just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure he just auto attacks. All right, I took 56, 56, 56 again. All right, 56. I haven't seen any skills. All right, so this one is just auto attacks. All right, so let's go ahead and start using some skills. All right, here's my Q. All right, that looks pretty nice. It throws out up a burn, 466 per dot. That's not bad. All right, here's our E. All right, still got our burn going. That was about a little over 1.5k damage. All right, here's our R. All right, that looked like it just pierced through him, so that looked pretty cool. And then our T, which I'm gonna call is our ultimate. All right, so we put out a decent amount of damage with our. I'm gonna say it's our ultimate. All right, so I'm gonna keep chaining together our skills, and hopefully we can get them down before I have to use a potion. All right, going to throw our pierce into there. There's our stun from that. We also have a stun from our E too, I believe. All right, there we go. We knocked him out. All right, so again, this one is important because you need that boss material for, I think it's another accessory. All right, so now let's go ahead and keep moving forward. And let's find our next boss. So if I keep going, all right, there's the Hydrosaurus. If we keep going left around the island, all right, we should be able to find our next boss. All right, here he is. All right, this one is Hydra. All right, here it is on the map. So he is relatively pretty close to that teleport location. All right, I'm going to go back to the main city really quick. And we're going to pick out another class to kind of showcase really fast before we jump into this fight. All right, here we go. Here's the class trainer. Or class master. Let's go ahead and change classes again. Let's see. What else can we showcase? All right, we did Magic Knight. Let's do Swordmaster. Speed is slow, but sure, let's try it. A master of various sword techniques, excelling in both offense and defense. All right, there we are. Sword Master. Let's look at their skills really quick. Normal attack delivers 3 powerful two-handed sword slashes forward, dealing a total of 150% damage. Okay, that's our basic attack. We've got a double slash. All right, this is our first skill. Delivers 2 powerful two-handed sword slashes forward, dealing a total of 250% damage. Okay, 10 and 10. That's not bad. All right, delivers 2 powerful two-handed sword slashes forward, dealing a total of 300% damage. All right, 15% cool or 15-second cooldown. That's not terrible. All right, our next skill is a mighty twin slash, so it delivers two devastating two-handed sword slashes forward, dealing a total of 420% damage. Okay, so the percentages are getting a lot higher. And then I'm going to call this our ultimate. Performs a powerful sword dance with 3 slashes forward, dealing a total of 1050% our damage. All right, now this has a 40-second cooldown. That's really not that bad for what I'm going to call our ultimate. All right, and then we also have that cooldown reduction with our skill recovery. So we could see this pretty fast or coming up quite often in our rotation. All right, now let's go ahead and go to our Hydra boss, which I said was over here by this teleport. All right, looking around. All right, there it is. Let's head back over here. All right, now I believe Hydra, I want to say it has a poison. I'm not 100%, so we'll kind of keep an eye out on that. Let's go ahead and heal back up. All right, so we're at 3,000. All right, let's see what he does. All right, he does have an AoE. It is poison. All right, so you'll get a dot on you if you end up taking any part of that skill indicator. All right, so stay out of that area of effect. All right, I think that is his only skill besides his basic attacks. All right, if we roll while we're inside that circle, we can also mitigate that damage as well using that evade mechanic. All right, let's go ahead and start attacking. All right, so this is our Sword Master. Okay, that's just the basic attacks. I'm doing decent amount of damage just with the basic attacks. Let's go ahead and heal up just so I don't end up accidentally dying in this. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to start using skills after this next AoE. All right, so here's our Q. All right, 2 powerful swings, not bad. All right, here's our E. All right, a little bit higher damage. Here's our R. A little bit more higher damage. And then our T should be a decent amount of damage. All right, that was 6,000 on that slash. So that was really good. All right, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and knock this Hydra out. All right, I took that AoE. I didn't see a... So something I'll notice about this game is not every time will you notice a skill indicator. Sometimes it doesn't show up, and you can kind of see it whenever the boss kind of pauses for a second. Like, you know it's about to happen, but sometimes you just miss it altogether. All right, so let's go ahead and just use our skills. And it's only a 25-second cooldown on, I'm going to call our ultimate. So it was 40 seconds. We've got it down to 25 seconds. All right, so we can throw that up quite a bit, honestly. All right, so we're doing pretty good. All right, I think one more skill should get us pretty close to dead. All right, and there we go. All right, there's our third boss. We only got one more to go. All right, that last boss is Verdax. He's right around the corner. So we're just going to keep flying around this way. All right, so for this second island, you only have 4 bosses that you'll end up encountering. All right, and you'll have quests that go along with those as well. And if you're part of the Discord, if you need help on any of those bosses, just message in Discord. And I'm sure someone in that Discord, if not me, will be able to jump on and help you get through those. All right, or you could just solo it if you feel up to that challenge. All right, so Verdax should just be right over here. Let's just keep our eyes open for him. All right. And I'm trying to think of what class do I want to showcase on this one. All right, so here's Verdax. All right, he's also, I'm going to say poison as well. But I think he has a knockdown that goes along with it. So if you don't get out of the way, he'll knock you down and poison you. All right, so but we'll test that out whenever we get back. Let's go ahead and go back to the main island or to the center, change our class once again, and heal up before we actually take on Verdax. All right, so again, here's our skill master or class master. I don't know why I keep saying skill master. And let's see, who do we want to showcase on this one? I did use Duelist a lot on that first video, so if you're interested on seeing what the Duelist looks like, check out that first video, and you'll be able to see his skills and how it looks. I guess we'll use Magic or Blade Master. We did Sword Master, so now we'll do the Blade Master. All right, so we have an expert swordsman with unmatched skill and speed in blade combat. All right, extremely fast, and he's close range. All right, so we'll take him. Okay, change classes. And let's look at his skills really quick. All right, he is a dual wielding class. So that's pretty cool. And it kind of matches what I've got going on for my outfit. Super cool animation so far. All right, so let's look at his skills really quick. All right, our basic attack unleashes a swift series of 12 attacks forward, dealing a total of 140 damage. All right, so that's just our basic attack. Our first skill delivers 3 consecutive kicks forward, dealing a total of 180% damage. All right, 5-second cooldown, so we could just spam this pretty well. All right, we also have Blazing Dance. All right, dashes forward with style. All right, that's nice to know that we're doing it with style. Delivering 4 slashes and dealing a total of 200% damage. Only a 10-second cooldown, so we could also kind of combo or rotate that in and spam that as well. We've got Swirl Slash. All right, spins upward while delivering 3 slashes, dealing a total of 390% damage. 15-second cooldown. These are all really low cooldowns. I guess that's why he's extremely fast, because you can kind of combo and rotate in and out of skills all you want without any worry about, okay, this one has a huge cooldown. I don't want to use it all the time. All right, so that was Swirl Slash, and I'm going to call this our ultimate. Spins forward with rapid slashes, striking 6 times and dealing a total of 800% damage. Only a 30-second cooldown. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and head over to Verdax, which I believe he is just right up here. Okay, so let's turn right and then come up over this hill, and he should be right over here. All right, there he is. All right, so if you're wondering where he's located, he's right about here. All right, now, like I said before, if you are looking for the map that has all of the bosses located as far as this island is concerned, I'll put it up on the video, and I'll also have it posted on the thread game tips or game info on the Discord. So make sure you check out the Discord if you need any of that extra information. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this fight. Let's go ahead and heal up. Now, this is our last boss for this video. So once I get through with this, like I said, I'll show you that infographic really quick, and we'll end it from there. All right, so you notice that he knocked me down, and I also got poisoned from that. All right, there is still that block mechanic. All right, I'm only taking 14 damage from blocking. All right, and then when he knocks it out or breaks the block, I take a decent amount of extra damage. All right, let's go ahead and start attacking this boss, start whittling him down. All right, so attack speed is crazy. All right, you'll notice that I'm just throwing damage numbers all over the place. It doesn't seem like Verdax has a skill indicator on the ground, so you'll just kind of have to watch for him to put his arms up, and then once you see that, just quickly dodge out of the way. All right, let's see if we can time it right. There he is, and we didn't dodge it right. All right, now that's a fast animation, so this one might give you a little bit of trouble if you're trying to solo this one. Mainly because it's hard to time that dodge mechanic for Verdax. All right, I'm trying to time it just by rolling ever so often. All right, we got to evade off of that one, so that one's not bad. All right, let's go ahead and start showcasing this Blade Master's skills. All right, here's its Q. All right, I'll stop attacking. All right, there's the Q. Looks cool. All right, here's its E. All right, it's a rolling slash. Let's see if I can dodge out of the way for this AoE skill. There it is. All right, dodge. All right, here's its R. All right, that looks pretty cool. All right, and then we're going to call this our ultimate. Let's see what it looks like. All right, I'll stop attacking. Man, just a swirl of damage. All right, let's go ahead and start whittling down the rest of Verdax really quick. All right, I timed that dodge pretty well. Again, if you have any questions or you need help on any of these bosses that I'm showcasing, definitely reach out to me or anyone in the Discord. And also, if it's in a populated server, you may be able to just talk in the chat, and someone might be able to respond and help you out that way as well. But I believe the fastest way currently is through the Discord. Okay, so we're almost through with Verdax. Let's go ahead and just try to spam our skills. All right, I'm just going back and forth between Q and E, and then I'll throw in R. All right, there we go. We knocked out Vertex. All right, so that was our last boss. Let's go ahead and just fly up here so we can do our ending outro. Man. All right, so just the graphics on this game are amazing. All right, just getting that feel. If you've ever played Fly for Fun, this is what this kind of reminds me of a little bit. Maybe a little bit more graphic than Fly for Fun. But yeah. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational. I hope it helps you in the future when you actually try to tackle these bosses in the future. Did I say future twice? I think I did. But that's okay. So, again, if you need help, definitely reach out. And I'm going to throw that infographic up while I'm talking here, so it should pop up on the screen. If you are interested in trying this game out and you haven't already, just comment in the description below, and I will try to get back to you as fast as possible to get you one of those game keys. All right, and then I hope to see you in the game. Definitely reach out, say hi in the Discord, something along those lines, and yeah. So without further ado, I look forward to showing you more about this game in future videos. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And other than that, I will catch you in the next video. See ya.
Game every night, we all lose or we'll fight. Brothers in hand, keep the levels in sight. I bet you to the stream, level up the scene. On the grind, never stop, living out the dream. Press the button fast, come to each press. Friends from my side, putting skills to the test. A virtual reality with every new theme. Join the community, part of the team.